What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody, come on in. Hit that like button as you come in. Hit that like button as you come in. It is. Come on in. Come on in. Give the notifications a few seconds to come to go out. But while we're doing that, while we're waiting for everybody to take their seats, like I said, hit that like button. That is very, very important. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not. We are almost there. We are almost at 1,000. If you share it or tell somebody, tell your nieces, your nephews, your aunties, your uncles, tell all of them so we can get to this 1,000. Can we do that? Can we do that for my birthday? Is that too much to ask for my birthday or my Christmas present? Can we do that? You can hit the Cash App. It's right there. Hey, Breeze. My birthday is Monday. I'm starting the celebration today because it's on a Monday. So why not start Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? So I'm gonna be live tomorrow. Sunday, I have a treat. And then Monday, I'm gonna come on just for a hot second. You know, just to celebrate my actual birthday. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So again, the Cash App is pinned right there. I have an Amazon, what do you call that? Birthday wish list that's posted up there. Know that everything that is on there is not just for the Sean Talks viewers. It's actually for my family too. So if you see something on there and you be like, why is this 100 and something? It's not for you. If you feel so inclined to do so, then that's fine too. I have some gift cards on there. If you like, I don't know what I want to get, but I wanted to get something. There's also gift cards on there. So you can do that. The Zelle is scrolling at the bottom. And that's where it is. I thank y'all for coming in. And because it's my birthday, I can pretty much do what I want to do. So no, but for real. Today, this is just something light, just a little something, just to let everybody know that that's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend, celebrate my birthday. But I am gonna talk about a couple things, and yeah. So let's get into it. Breezy, I know that's right. Happy birthday, lady. Thank you, hon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, so let's see how we start. How do we start? So I'm just gonna do a little recap of this here week. So Sunday, William started out uh William started out with the evidence that there is a recording. I don't care how long of a clip he played. Um, the disorderedness, it sounds weird anyway, so um whatever. But William came out and he proved that there is indeed a recording after we had went through um with Pastor Justin, with St. James, and he said that there was, beyond a shadow of a doubt, no recording. But again, that's why I say St. James is owed an apology um, from viewers and other folks. Thank you, because of the fact that he said it wasn't. There is. I don't care who, whatever. It's a recording, and he knew about it. So then we go to Sunday, CTV. He came back, and what's going on, Preston? He came back and he laid folks out. He did his recap. The stuff that he said about William, kind of sort of nothing new. He's always, him and William has had that back and forth thing. So yeah, that wasn't really. I mean, it was, um, and then now I was going to do a video of this one just like I did with William, but I just really haven't. I haven't had time because now CTV drug Thais did. Um, and this time it can't be said that it wasn't about you because your name was mentioned several times. And yeah, so we, without a shadow of a doubt, know that this reading was about him. Now, because it's my birthday and I can, here's my problem. This is somebody, and Cruiser said this, and shout out to Cruiser. You gave the little speech. I don't know if it was supposed to be an apology, but nah. Here's the thing. You have come after me and Tarsha Global without us saying your name, without us mentioning your names. We've been talked about up one side, down the other one. Um, I guess just because you saw our names in the chat or something, or I really don't know what the reason is, but it was done. And you telling me that you were called out and said nothing. You had started this cleanse over before. Now, someone said something in Cruz's chat. I'm not gonna repeat it, but I'm gonna agree with it because how dare you? we're, child, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Let me tell you this. I bet not never. It's my birthday and I can't. I bet not never hear my name not no time again. Okay? Because then what I'm going to do, instead of me saying anything, I'm just going to go back and grab that clip and post it. I ain't saying nothing else. I'm not, I promise I'm not saying not nah, bruh. No. Are you serious? I think I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Thank you, Rosaline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna say this. Um, I'm gonna speak for myself. I think that I am old. If you doing this, I am owed a public apology. And because it's my birthday, I deserve an apology birthday cash app. Do and do, because you're not gonna, nah, you ain't sitting, nah. Not when I ain't said nothing. And you want to spin these narratives. It don't have nothing to do with being kicked out of nowhere, because I was never kicked out. All of that. I'm not disgruntled. I wasn't mad. I didn't leave. You just saw me in somebody else's chat, and all of a sudden I was a bad person. And you've had all these crazy things to say about me. Now you have your chat thinking that I'm this person that you've made up. And yeah, no. Yeah, no. We're not gonna do that. So I'll wait for it. Thank you in advance though. So then we're gonna move on. Jives has been doing his AI videos. I think is a good concept. At some point, everybody is going to be doing it. Um, I'm gonna probably use it for, I ain't gonna even say probably, I'm gonna use some for commercials. So it's all in what you do. Everybody, everybody has their different thing. So I think it's good. He did well, he was supposed to do the Brian Carn girl was supposed to come on, and then it was said that her boyfriend said she couldn't do it, and then she ended up on somebody else's show, as Jesse says, gag order. On somebody else's show the very evening, her and the the threesome friend. So I don't know, it look a little to me, but hey, um I don't know. Hold on, this my DoorDash. Hold on. I apologize. um where was I at? Oh yeah. So that just kind of looked a little weird to me. To me, I'm just saying, your boyfriend said no, then you was on somebody else's. Call it what you wanna. Whatever. Cruiser came on Monday and she came out popping. She came out popping. I digs me some Cruiser. I promise you, I digs me some Cruiser. Somebody, I'm about to tell her I'm like, I digs me some Cruiser for real. Like, I digs it. I digs it. She came on and she talked about the audio gate. She talked about the Leandria. She gave good points on that. Um I can't take nothing from it. It was a good show. Um then she the I like the vulnerableness, the openness. that she has to be able to tell about her daughter's journey, and even her daughter being able to now talk about it. That is like super duper amazing. Where did this person go? How did you go out? What in the Sam? Um, so yeah, so that was good. And again, shout out to Cruiser. Um, St. James, prelate, that's 10 toes down. Um, he came on and talked about Leandria also. And I don't feel anybody is talking out of um no one's being harmful. It's really like people are really, really concerned. Like really, really concerned. Um, Let me text this person because I don't know how you got way over there when I told you what to do. Um, but yeah, so I think um how he talked about it was out of genuine concern. Um, he has some amazing things coming up. Um, I ain't gonna say, but he has an amazing thing coming up. I hate that he has to like do all of this extra work stuff to his to the Patreon. Like, you create a space for your community. You create a space for your people to be able to, as they say, let their hair down. And then you have people who don't like you, people who claim you ain't important, infiltrated. I think that's whack. Um, and if it was done to them, it would be all kind of things threatened. So I really think that that's kind of, I think that that's weird, but unfortunately, you have to do what you have to do. Where in the world did this person go? I don't understand. And then he was live today and got booted off. Who did it? Which one of y'all did it? Which one of y'all did it? Y'all was wrong. That was dumb. I'ma always rap for St. James. I don't care. Um, Judge Alicia Thomas, she came on. The was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. She came on and listen, Judge be doing her thing. Judge said what she said, and Judge said it with her chest. Salute to a great one. For real, G. Salute to a great one, for sure, for sure. Um, Listen, Judge gonna talk. Judge don't hold nothing back. And again, there was awesome points made. Um, if you ain't gonna put it up, shut up. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Hit that like button for me, y'all. Um, Hit the Cash App. It's right there. Remember, it's my birthday. This is my birthday weekend. It's my birthday weekend. No, I'm just playing. But no, any way that you all support is good. The like is hit the like. That's thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You can hit the like. That's my birthday gift. You can, have somebody subscribe. That's my birthday gift. Thank you. It's coming. It's coming, G. It's coming. It's coming. I promise it's coming. I ain't worried about it. It's coming. That 1,000 is coming. Say what you want to say. But it's coming. This is the DoorDasher again. Talk. Just talk among yourselves for a second. Jesus Christ. Again, we on our way to that 1,000 and we're going to go past that. And we are now on TikTok and Instagram. So we moving and shaking, we shaking and moving, we moving and shaking and moving. Hey, Tarsha, I was just talking about you. You listen. I was getting ready to talk about you. I was just talking about Judge T. Tarsha, your morning inspirations. First off, I your accent, I love it. I don't. It's something about them. It's something about New Yorkers. I got a homeboy from Brooklyn. I just be calling him to mess with him, just for him to talk. Hey T Davis. Um, yeah. So, your morning inspirations, they are wonderful. Um, you inviting us into your prayer space. Thank you. You never know what somebody needs. And your mornings really give that, like between you and Cruiser, I be like, I'm up, I'm out. Now, because I have this rotator cuff injury, it's only so much that I can do. And this week, I really have not been feeling my best at all. Like, when I tell y'all I've been in pain. And then yesterday I had an MRI and they stuck a needle right through here. Oh, Jesus. Mm. Like the MRI was 45 minutes. I probably cried 32 minutes of it because they had to put my shoulder in this cup and I couldn't move. Yes, I cry like a baby. I'm a real Brooklyn girl. You and is and is. Thank you, Red. Thank you. Thank you, Tarsha. Thank you. I'm going live all weekend. All weekend I'm going live for my birthday and Sunday. Sunday I want to do this special show. Um I got to get with the other people and make sure that that's good. But yeah. Um Breeze, listen. When they told me what was going to happen, I was like, okay, it hurt already, but he was like, and we're going to numb it and then we're going to put this fluid in it. Now, okay, nah, I don't want no numbing, but I mean, I didn't want no needles, but I'll take the numbing. Baby. Mm, mm, mm. Both nurses and the doctor just kept saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I had to hold my hand like this during the MRI. I can't hold it down. So they had to hold it for me down, and then it was misery. It was misery. Desiree says, yes, Prophetess Tasha Global is powerful and inspirational. Yes, Woman of God is very uplifting. Absolutely. 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 Um, so Judge T, she broke it down. And Cruiser said something interesting too. It's the men's. It is the men's acting up. The men's is cutting the heck up. Okay. The men's is cutting the heck up. It's to the point where Uncle Tim comes on, and when Uncle Tim is like compared to the rest, y'all really cutting up. Like Uncle Tim is the light bird of the week. Right, Tasha? The men's is fighting. The men's is fighting. Somebody get some help. How is this person going every way except for the way? I have never seen anything like this in my life. Thank you, Angie. Like for real, the men's is out here. They out here. They like they they doing everything. They throwing shit. They scratching and biting and listen, honey, the men's is out, okay? The men's is out. Shoot. Everybody say hey to Angie. Everybody hit the like button if you have not. If you have not, the Cash App is pinned right there. It is my birthday weekend. Birthday weekend. Mm. Y'all see how I'm holding that shoulder? My birthday is Monday. Me and William McCray share a birthday. Um, so yeah, my birthday is Monday, the 15th. So when you wake up Monday morning and be like, today is the 15th, just remember that it's my birthday. I cannot believe this person is calling again. I don't understand. I don't understand. Talk amongst yourselves. You gotta be kidding me. Like, how do you were right here? And she went a mile down and said it sent me somewhere else. Child. It's two towers. They're 20 stories high. It's no way that you can miss this. Yeah, but anyway, the men's is out here fighting. The men's is scrapping everywhere. Like all of them. They just flipping tables and throwing beer bottles and bricks and all kind of stuff. It's like, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? Folks, is the eyelashes is coming off and tracks is showing and everything. Like, I don't know if I don't know. Cruiser said buttons is popping and like it's just so much going on with the men's. The men's, they the- okay. Everybody ain't fighting back. Some people, well, never mind. Hair bows, ear bobs, and slips everywhere. Man, listen. I, she passed it. You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding me. I told you exactly where it was. Okay, maybe she parking on the other side. Um, Bree said, I just wish folks would realize everybody is different and not everybody is going to always agree with you. And that doesn't mean people are against you. Comment of the day. Just because somebody says something that's not necessarily what you would want them to say does not mean that they don't like you. And that's just that. It don't mean that they don't like you at all. Would you say, Tarsha, summer site is real quiet? You see that shady post CTV put up? Oh, Father in heaven of Jesus Christ. I said it is quiet. Blessed Savior, my food is here. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I am not ignoring y'all. I was talking to my to the DoorDasher, Angie. I'm sorry. Yes, I do have a birthday wish list. I'll repin it in the community so that you all can won't have to scroll down so far. Thank you, Golden. Team says my birthday was on the 10th. Happy birthday. My friend, well, J. Drew birthday is on the 10th. One of my kids that I raised birthday is on the 10th, and my cousin's birthday is on the 10th. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Catherine. But yeah, so everybody ain't clapping back, everybody ain't fighting. A couple people threw some rocks or something small, and then somebody else kind of folded. Call it what you want to, whatever. Um Hit that like button if you have not. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Cash App is pinned there. Zelle is scrolling at the bottom. And I will be celebrating my birthday all weekend long. So yes, I'm going to be live tomorrow. Yes, I'm going to be live Sunday. Didn't I just tell her to leave it at the door? I know I did. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to mute it because, oh, hold on. Oh, I had to mute it because she made me cuss. And just because she went through all of that, I gave her a tip on top of the tip because they're renovating. So the front is closed, so you have to come through the back, but the app still takes you. It's just weird, but whatever the case. So yeah, let's see. What else happened? What else happened? What else happened? What else happened? Um, my boo Jesse. Let me tell y'all something about Jesse, okay? Y'all better leave Jesse alone. Cause see that build up, and then he just exploded. Jesse read everybody. He read Jesse read everybody. Okay. When I say Jesse read, Jesse and CTV read for filth. This let me tell you something. Oh Jesus! The crazy part is he told y'all he warned y'all in the beginning that he was coming for y'all. And when I tell you, Jesse read it. Listen, Jesse, he. That's why they don't like him. That's why they. That's why they don't like Jesse because he's cute and he's funny, and there's nothing you can do about it. Fight me. We from Detroit. We come hard. Don't do it. He read, he read, and he read. He read down. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you try to say it. You can say that it wasn't about you, but as Bree said, he didn't lie. Where was the lie? Where was the lie? And he was even respectful to tell, like, because he respects St. James and he told him, like, you on the docket. But he was on the docket. But I mean, you can't say he didn't read. Shout out to Jesse. Let's get Jesse to we got to get Jesse to 1,000 too. Once we get to that 1,000, everything else is smooth sailing. So tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell your aunties, make another page. Make 2 more pages. It don't take nothing. Take about 10 minutes out your day, make 2 more pages, and go like both hours with them extra 2 pages. If everybody go and make 3 pages and y'all subscribe to us from them pages, that'll get us to where we need to be. And then you just gonna have to come on all 3 of them and engage. You have more than one device. There's more than one device. It is. So uh let me see. Jesse read. St. James also on St. James Eats. He cooked the smash out of them oxtails. I really wanted to hop a flight and be like, where's my plate? Can I get a birthday plate? Because them oxtails was looking real good. And I know after he put them in that oven, I already know. Let's see. The Juice, she did awesome shows this week. If you don't catch the Juice, shame on you. Inspirational, powerful. She prays with us. Like all we just gotta get into another space and get rid. Now, are we gonna be messy? Yes, I'm gonna be messy all weekend because it's my birthday and I can't. But like, for instance, I've done shows on menopause, all kind of stuff. And what are we doing? If it's messy, the numbers, this girl can't get out the parking lot. You've got to be playing. If it's messy, y'all watch and watch and watch and watch. When it's something that makes sense and that's educational and not messy, y'all have a problem. And I don't understand. We got to do better. We can't say we're going to do better and not do better. Y'all talk about us, we're the better bloggers. Y'all, if y'all stop doing what y'all doing, then we wouldn't have to. Shout out to AT2. You know, he be on there, he be messing with he in the men's fight too, but he the one, he just keep walking by. AT2 just keep walking by. You know how you always see that person in the background and they just walk by and look at the camera? That's AT2. That's that's AT2. And my brother, if y'all not following him, Dr. Terrell, please go and follow him also. Let's get his numbers up. He talks good. He breaks it down. He's a therapist. So he's breaking down things, especially for this season with the holidays coming up. And how do we cope through this? How do we, if one of our loved ones is not with us anymore, what do we do? You know what I'm saying? What is it that how do we get through this? Everybody just tells you to pray and God gonna do it, but what do we do from the pray and the do it point? What is it that we do from the prayer to the do it part? Okay? It helps to step away from the drama sometimes. It does. Everything don't gotta be drama. It don't. It don't. Everything does not have to be drama. It doesn't. But so that brings me to my last thing. Can y'all stick with me for a few minutes? I'm not gonna be very long, but y'all got, it's Friday. Y'all got a little time. If y'all got a little time, give me a one. If you got a little time, give me a one. Cause I'm about to step into this this Keith McQueen. I'm about to step into this Keith McQueen. I'm about to step into it. Why? Because I had wrote some stuff down and I had wrote some points down and I was gonna say some stuff, but hey Uncle Paul. But this is personal, okay? This is personal to me. And okay, I see ones, I see ones, I see ones. Um, this is personal. Why is this personal? Because as a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, we already have so many things that we go through with our families, with our churches, um, on our jobs. Um, we already go through so much. And to have a person like decide to keep coming public with this is really, really upsetting me. Why is it upsetting? Because when you say the things that you are saying, you make it difficult. Let me put myself back on. When you are out here saying the things that you are saying, you make it even more difficult for people like us who are just trying to survive. We just want to live. You were so gung-ho and you were just so this and so that, and you came out with all of these Bible stories. Now some of them I'm gonna say you were reaching, but you I'm gonna try not to use no cuss words. Some of the things that you were saying were not, the truth was stretched to your satisfaction. Um, I did not listen to all of it, but I want to play some of it and give some commentary to it because I, and Ezekiel, sir, all of that and speaking in tongue, all of that, stop, stop, just stop. Because you, sir, I feel you're making spectacles out of people. Because you said, hold on, I'm gonna let y'all hear it. We gonna listen. Give me a if y'all can hear it, give me a one. On his life and how God brought him to this point. You don't want to skip over that one. But this one today is so necessary. I believe that there's a reason why you're here and a reason why. Is the audio good? If the audio is good, give me a thumbs up. 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 While y'all thumbs up and the other ones who have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. It's my birthday weekend and I can ask for whatever I want as long all the way up until Monday, as many times as I want. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's more important than the Cash App that's right there. This Cash App here, it's more, the hitting the like button is more important than this here. Okay? I just put alcohol on my hands because I just took my blood sugar. So if you see ash, and the Zelle is scrolling at the bottom. All right, let's listen. Back, but I want to deal with some of the elephants in the room. Yeah. Let's deal with some stuff real quick on camera because we didn't talk about this stuff too much offline, except for the conversation that we had. So we did this
conversation.
I'm gonna
And it
speed it up
caused a
because
little
both of
bit of
their voices
hysteria.
annoy me.
A little bit of hysteria in multiple communities. Yeah, sure. I'm not a stranger to having these conversations, and with your platform, you've been sharing some of this stuff as well. But
Actually, I hit the wrong, but
us coming together.
So this is what I'm gonna do, because mostly everything he said pissed me off. So I'm just going to go to a part and we're going to talk about that. Can we do that? Because I can't listen to both of them the whole time. I cannot. I cannot. I can't.
Open up your mouth and decree the word of the Lord. And so I knew that my obedience would be met with opposition. I knew that. I think we have made the prophetic pathetic, and we've reduced it to gifts and grocery lists. And so, when is my husband coming, and when is my wife coming, and tell me, when am I going to get the new car? When am I going to get the new house? Instead,
Sir, I want you to. It's the tone in his voice. He using that church tone. So what it's doing is grabbing people's ear. He using the church tone to deliver what it is that he wants to say.
they haven't taken a stance for or against homosexuality. They're right in the middle.
Oh yeah,
God told me to the prophetic pathetic, and we've reduced it to gifts and grocery lists. And so, when is my husband coming, and when is my wife coming, and tell me, when am I going to get the new car? When am I going to get the new house? Instead of the authentic ministry of the prophetic is an alignment between heaven and earth. It identifies the areas of your life that are out of alignment with the will of God. And when God told me, you're going to begin to move forward as my prophet concerning this, he said, you're going to be attacked. He said, you're going to be persecuted. So I made peace with that.
Sir, who attacked you? You attacked your community, or the community that you say you're no longer a part of. You attacked the community. Okay, you use Bible verses. You still attack the community.
I made peace with that before I came here. There is a group that I think I was persecuted by that I wasn't. I was a little shocked. It's the group I call the middle ground people. They haven't taken a stance for or against homosexuality. They're right in the middle. And so no one really knows what their churches believe. And the Lord spoke to me and said, there's a group of ministries that are in the middle ground. They refuse to answer where they stand. And he said that group is ruled by the spirit of mammon.
Are you kidding? Whether they stand for or against. What is this? Is this a union? Because I'm lost. Is this a union to stand for or against?
They're ruled by the spirit of mammon. You don't want to take a stance for anything or against anything because you're benefiting off of the Q plus community in your congregation. If I'm going to take a stance against this, you're not going to take a stance for it. You're going to stay right in the middle. And there's judgment coming to the middle ground. The Lord spoke that to me. There's judgment coming to those that have not taken a stance concerning the word of God. There are even some preachers who are DL preachers.
Sir, here you go with your attacking. Here you go. Here you go with your attacking. You call yourself doing something that you're not. Here you go with your attacking.
That are upset with me because me taking a stance against it If I come from that and I have stood up and said something, now they're being pressured to say something. And so there is
Ezekiel, like you get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. If you got it, you wouldn't be doing this. This is one of the reasons why we have such a hard time in church. It's people like this. Either stand for what you said God told you while you were living the LGBTQ life. You said that God was telling you stuff then. He'll changed his mind and said that you was supposed to be doing something else. Just stop.
an anger towards me from many people.
Well, because it's like, how can you benefit from this community so much? You got your rise, you got established, you got a name, you got, I don't know, assets, whatever the case may have been. You got whatever you got from this community. You stole everything you could steal.
Yes.
And now when it's convenient to you, or they might even throw something else on you, like, or now when your marriage fails, or because your church fails,
Right.
then now you're trying to find another gig.
Yes.
You're trying to.
Ding, 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 ding. Sounds pretty correct to me. Sounds pretty correct to me. You could have you didn't have to say anything. If this is what the Lord told you to do, you could have just got up on Sunday and just started preaching. And people would have saw the change. They would have saw you not with your husband. They would have saw you changing your appearance. They would have saw, nobody would have said anything. You started this conversation. Now you feel like you're being attacked and people don't like you. People don't like what you're doing. It's not that people don't like you. Be right, Bishop McQueen. It's not that. It's like people don't like what you're doing.
I'm up.
Yes. Oh yeah.
What do you say to?
Oh yeah.
Something like, I'm just making. I never heard this. I'm just making this up.
No. You're hitting the nail on the head because I'm telling you because essentially,
I don't like
what
your
I'm
voice.
saying, or I'm going to pull away from you. I rejected my own family. The Lord has since reconnected me, and they told me,
Oh, it was something he
you
told.
can't come out of that. Once you've gone that deep, he's in too deep. You cannot come out of that. My family that I've been reconnected with, to God be the glory.
Praise God.
My family, after many years, I've been reconnected with. And it wasn't because they drew away from me, it was because I drew away from them. That spirit's very prideful. And either you're going to accept me and embrace what I'm saying, or I'm going to pull away from you. I rejected my own family.
How is that prideful? Please explain to me how that is prideful. For you to step away, accept yourself, and then you can take people either accepting you or not. I had to pull away from my family to get my mental together so that I can be bold in who I was and not who they wanted me to be or who they thought that I should be. This is not an easy road, sir. And for you to come out here and say that listen, don't put your story on everybody else because that's not everybody's story. It's not everybody's story. So when you say things like that, say I, me, my journey. Don't make it about everybody. Don't make it about everybody because it's not everybody. It's not everybody's journey.
The Lord has since reconnected me. And they told me, they said, can we be honest with you? I said, yeah. They said, we had stopped praying. They said, we stopped praying. They said, he's in too deep. Why would he come out? He has a successful church. They look at my personal life. He's, making all this money. He's successful. God is prospering him. Who would come out of that? Why would he come out?
Sir, these fake tears, I didn't see. I zoomed in. Your eyes weren't even wet. Your eyes weren't even wet. So you're putting on this show trying to make people believe you. You a good preacher. You good. You hit that like button for me, y'all.
Of that. This was a rebuke to many parents, to many friends, colleagues, relatives that stopped praying. Because this is that thing. It's gotten so bad to churches started to compromise their doctrine around this. They've compromised because it's they're in too deep. You can't come out of that. And the Lord said, I had to use you as a sign of the depth of my love.
Oh my gosh.
What can go
Ezekiel,
deeper than my
stop.
love? What can go higher than my love? What can surpass and go outside of the bounds of my love? If you made your bed in hell, he said, I'm with you. There's no depth you can go to where the power of my love cannot reach you. And the Lord spoke to me and said, what you encounter was my authentic love, my authentic, not just love, but my identity that I had for you.
My Lord, have mercy.
My Lord, have mercy. Child, please. So the question is, if God was showing you all of this love, God was still who he is, God was doing where I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. This is I'm gonna do a few more because I can't because it's making me mad. It's making me mad.
Into that community, she's on fire for God. That spirit, and there are many that are probably watching right now. You desire to be married, but there are demonic spirits that come from lineages of that person's bloodline, that their only assignment is to intertwine with your story.
No.
And to shift your energies to focus on something that it is not your season to even be right now. It's a distraction. The enemy comes to kill, steal, destroy. I'm going to add a fourth one, to distract.
Come on.
He comes to distract.
Distraction is just a subcategory of destroy.
Yes,
It's just slow. It's just slow destruction.
yes.
No, you're adding words. You're adding. That's no. I ain't going for it.
Which is the primary focus of the spirit, Abaddon, the destroyer. The destroyer is another name for Abaddon. He comes to destroy, and he destroys through distraction. Because the enemy knows he can't hit cancel on the plan of God for your life. He can't stop what God is doing.
Catch this. When Satan tempted Jesus, he said, cast yourself down.
Yes.
I gotta just encourage you to press the self-destruct button.
Absolutely.
I can't do it. Because otherwise he would have pushed Jesus.
That's right.
Oh, you that big and bad?
That's right.
Push me.
He would have just exactly.
No, I give you every reason to
I can't.
Sonship looks weird to the slave. The slave cannot comprehend sonship. What they don't understand is, and even though they have good intentions, they have good intentions. Peter had good intentions. Even though you have good intentions, there's another spirit operating behind you. There's so many people that have reached out to me that said, man, just you don't have to do this, or you don't have to. But what they don't understand is I got my peace back. I got my joy back. Bro, I was
I'm sorry, my
robbed
phone
of
was ringing.
sleep. No. I was robbed of sleep until I obeyed God. I was robbed of peace until I obeyed God. I would sit many nights just tormented by my bed because I knew that I had to tell the truth. But that fear, that ego, you build a platform on this, that I had to.
Tarsha said Keith McQueen will be on national platforms and they will use him and he will be their puppet. He will be on those large platforms where there will be money poured into him for this message. Watch. Tarsha, I agree. I agree. Because what I don't understand it. People who stop doing something, for instance, if somebody stops drinking, they don't go on platforms and say, I stopped drinking. They just stop drinking. You'll notice them at the restaurant while everybody else is ordering cocktails and beers and stuff. They're going to order something else. They're going to order a soda, or they're going to order some coffee, or they might order some tea or something, or they'll get a non-alcoholic version of whatever it is. So this right here, it's a tactic. It's a tactic, but in your tactic, you are harming people. In your tactic, you are harming people. Let's get to something else. Nothing he says adds up. It don't, Tarsha. Where are his followers? What do you tell your followers? You've been telling them all this time that Jesus loves them, in spite of Jesus loves them, that all of these other people are wrong, and God is this and God is that. What are you saying to your people now? What are you saying to your people? Because now these people that you have told that they were okay, are they feeling like they're going to hell now? Are you worried about that? Did you talk to your people before you came out public and did this? Are they okay? Because if I was one of your, I'm not even one of your members and I'm not okay listening to it. Danette, what is this about authenticating somebody's walk with God? You asking me if I'm authenticating?
It's where we become supernatural in the depth of prayer and the depth of seeking. And so when all your alone time is hijacked by that spirit of Asmodeus, it's a spirit of compromise. Asmodeus is a spirit of compromise that comes upon a person that makes the resort that comes upon a person that makes the resort to pleasure seeking. To pleasure seeking. It exhausts them. It exhausts them. They lose energy. They oversleep. And the gluttony. It's an assignment to make you abdicate your calling, abdicate your seat in the kingdom. Many people, many believers are hijacked with this. Many believers have not been set free from the kingdom of addiction. They're not free. You just have a new addiction.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that right there. No, because it's good because we think, oh, God, break the addiction, God, so I can be free.
Right.
But the assignment of addiction is to hijack something that God is trying to do in our lives.
Yes.
That makes it a lot more complex now.
That's right. That's
And
right.
a lot more serious now.
That's right.
Because I'm not just addicted to food.
That's right.
Because food is good.
That's right. That's right.
There's something the enemy's trying to destroy.
That's right.
That God has
Um, My concern is about how he left as a pastor. His walk is his personal journey. I agree, Tarsha. He will have a book out soon, and then the tour, TBN, and the rest. He said he promoted his book at the end of this. He will now be on national stages, TV Sky's the Limit, TBN, and on. Everybody keeps saying he's going to TBN. But living a lie until it blows up. The lost are the lost, and those having light ought to guide the way. Um, I agree with that, but everybody's not lost. Everybody's not lost. And this is why I say that this is dangerous, that this is not right, because everybody is not lost. Everybody does not have his story. And if that is his story, then that is his story. But you can't make one person's story about a whole group of people. You you can't do that. You can't. You can't. It's not. Come on now. You can't do that. Somebody will show up with receipts. Uncle Paul. Uncle Paul. Because there's folks out there. And you can't trigger people and expect for nobody to do anything. That's not how it always works. That's not how it always works. Because there's somebody out there with receipts. Oh, it's somebody out there with the receipts. Would you say, Tarsha? I think it's a scam for fame. I'm kind of walking with you right there. I never said all our laws. I said what I said. Um, Danetta, why we? It's my birthday weekend. Why we? Why are we doing all of that? It's okay. I'm not here like that. What I am is a part of the community that is being talked about, and people already look at us strange, and people feel like all you got to do is pray, and all you got to do is surrender to God, and all you got to do is fast, and that's not. If that was the case, I promise this would have been gone a long time ago. Because all the praying and slobbing and oil and shaking and jaking and mumbling and speaking, this would have been gone. I saw that it was breaking my mama's heart, and I wanted to get it off of me quick, but I couldn't. I prayed. I prayed and I prayed. Ooh, I prayed all night long. I prayed for weeks. I had private shut-ins. I used to be in the basement of my parents' house just crying out to God, please. And yet here I am. Happy birthday to you. I'm just following along with what you were saying and responding accordingly. I'm nothing, I'm good, honey. I don't want you to be upset. That's all. That's all. When it comes to stuff like this, I'm just gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna even play anymore because the voices, I can't. He was saying how he was craving soul food, and the Lord told him that it wasn't the soul food, he was missing his family. I can't tell you, I can't tell you what God said to you. I can't tell you what your walk is, but it just sounds a little weird. Hit that like button for me, y'all. Thank y'all for sticking and staying. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. It's my birthday. Hit the cash app. The Zelle is scrolling. See right there? See that right there? Cash app. It's Sean 74 Zelle Shauna 1574 at gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Like your main focal points on sin is sex and food. There's so many other things out there. But all the church focuses on is sex and food. That's not it. That's not it. Yeah, there are people who eat a whole lot of food and they don't gain weight because of their metabolism. So does that mean that they're not like, come on now? And then he says that when he was in the life, nothing satisfied him. Um, I'm going to speak from my personal experience. Mine was the total opposite. Mine was the total opposite. Nothing satisfied me. I was miserable. I was teetering 500 pounds. I was depressed. I was just going through the motion. I was just going through the days, but I did not want to be on this earth anymore. I had contemplated faking my death just so that I could go somewhere and just be me and not have to worry about it. Because the only person that I was worried about was my mama. Everybody else can kick rock, blow bubbles, and scratch at the same time. The only person that I was concerned about was my mother. And I couldn't understand it. Um, thank you, Uncle Paul. Thank you, Uncle Paul. Thank you, Uncle Paul, and those everybody else that sent me a Cash App or a Zelle. Thank you in advance. Thank you in advance. But no, seriously, like nothing that I did was I happy about. Nothing, nothing, nothing. But that moment that God allowed me to still be here after me trying to take myself out of here, that moment I said, enough is enough. And ever since then, my clothing line, my talk show, um, I moved, I had YouTube series we were a part of, like just all kind of stuff just started happening. The only people that had a problem and the only people that treated me funny was the church people who knew before I did. Go figure. So you have to be careful when you say stuff and you have to speak on your personal experience. We ought to pray for discernment and pray for the things on our heart as to how to address it. Okay. Because you see or feel a thing, discern the root of it and avoid addressing the flesh by the flesh. Mm, you can say that, but at the same time, again, everybody's walk is different. People say that you can't be born that way. But science and biology says otherwise. We don't, the saints don't want people to be born that way. That's what it is. But we're not God. We're not God, so we can't say. But I do know that God created all good things and he made no mistakes. So I'm not a mistake. I'm a good thing. So when you hear people say things like that, and then he kept saying that side, like a plague or something. I don't like that. I don't like that. That side was you. And because that side that you're talking about was you, then you know how it feels. You already know how it feels. So instead of trying to cover the people that you were already covering, you have exposed people to all kinds of stuff. Angie says, thou shalt know, thou shalt them by their fruits. Exactly. Everybody's walk is to be by the Spirit. Exactly. But because everybody's walk is supposed to be by the Spirit, but by the Spirit of God, not the spirit of what people feel God. You understand what I'm saying? I want to open a group home for LGBT teens who are aging out of foster care. Tarsha, I would love to be a part because this is what people don't understand. The movie Pose, or the show Pose, that's real. Those houses have, when I say the houses, the ballroom scene, all of those, they have saved so many kids, so many young adults, because they had somewhere to go. They had a family that accepted them. I was a part of one. And yes, you have the mother figure and the father figure and the brothers and the sisters. You have a family that accepts you. When your family turns your back on you, there are kids that are put out. There are kids that families have tried to beat it out of them. They didn't try to punish it out of them. They men have had their young boys having sex with grown women to try to show them what it is, and the torture that people go through, these camps. This stuff is real. And you want to sit your bun head self on the internet and act like you can just wake up one day and it's gone. That's not true. These kids are out here suffering. They're getting assaulted. They're getting SA'd. They end up doing drugs and drinking alcohol, trying to escape or just to be able to live on the streets because they have nowhere else to go. They have nowhere else to go. We're not plagues. We're not them. We're not like, ooh. Thank you, T. Davis. It would be amazing. I took my classes already. Praise God. God is love. We should be disciples of Christ. Disciples of Christ, not security guards of Christ. There's a difference. There's a difference. Oh, I don't understand. Parents feel like it's their fault. So they blame themselves. They get all distraught, like, oh my God, I made my child this way. No, it is not hereditary. Like all of these things that people say, i- they just don't make sense. Some of the boys are sleeping on the streets here in Brooklyn, and it's sad. Yes. And then they end up, I both of my kids. I listen, if that's what you're gonna do, then fine. Let me know so I can guide you, so I can let you know the do's, the don'ts, where to go, with who, where not to go, what certain words mean, where certain areas are, what certain lingo is like, because I don't want them to just be out there. And if they decide, hey, this wasn't it, then hey, okay. But if I can see my child from a young age, I can't be surprised. And I can't say that it's my fault because hear me, I was raised in a two-parent household, two heterosexual parents. All my father and my stepfather, heterosexual men. So that don't have nothing to do with it. Don't have nothing to do with it. If you are disturbed in your spirit or conscience, why wouldn't seek counseling of the Lord before speaking? Because you'll run the risk of error in speaking and possibly offending those who hear it. Um, I'm disturbed in my spirit because people are getting the wrong impression. Yes, there are those who were assaulted as kids. Yes, there are those who suffered through trauma, but guess what? So does heterosexual people. So, no, it ain't the trauma. No, it's not because there are people who that have been SA'd and you wouldn't even know it, and they haven't turned to anything. So when we speak, the best thing for us to do is to bring awareness and knowledge to situations. Well, me, knowledge to situations that people don't understand. And people are really, really quick to talk about it and throw scriptures out about it, but they don't throw the right scriptures. And I tell people all the time, even when my family was coming at me with scriptures, I had the scriptures for them also. And the looks on their face was like, oh, you know the word. What do you think? Because I am who I am, that I don't read the word, that I don't know the word, that I haven't had an encounter with God, that I don't have encounters with God. So before you do that, as a person who has, again, speaking from trauma and assault and not in trauma and assault, I can speak on things that I know about because I did go to a licensed therapist, not a preacher, not a pastor, not a bishop. So when you get to a space where you can help other people, that's what you're going to do. And that's what I'm going to always do. Why are you here with the religious spirit? Well, would you be doing this for Sean if this was a male creator? Probably not. But if any man lack wisdom, let him ask of God who gives freely. And that's all I'm doing. Because it is lack of knowledge. And when you listen to someone like him, then you're like, oh my God, the preacher is right, because and he's talking in that tone, and you feel like he's gotta be right. Many of us will tell you, I didn't choose this life, I discovered it. I can show you some pictures of me when I was a kid. I've always hated dresses. Always, 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 always. To this day, I cannot stand dresses. I do not like makeup. I never have. Not saying that that's what girls do, but that's what we've been taught as females. You wear dresses, you wear heels, you wear stockings, you wear makeup, you do. I've just never been into that. Never liked it. This was before I was dressing myself. I used to almost cry on holidays. I didn't do anything. I didn't go when we went to my grandparents' house or my great grandparents or my great great grandparents' house for any family function. If I had on a dress, I was a ghost because I was uncomfortable. So when people lack wisdom, I like to try to give it. At times, for many of them are forced into yes, they have been, yes, yes, yes. There are people who are out here on the streets trying to eat, just trying to make it, just trying to live. There are people who died from the HIV/AIDS virus alone, who didn't have to, because they thought that if you touched them that they could get it, or you did. Lack of knowledge. Do you know how many people could have been saved? How many people could still be here if they could tell their families what they had and help them, and they went to the doctor with them and got them the medications and all of that? But no, no. We pushed them out. And from a faith perspective, being born a certain way does not disqualify us from God's love. It just doesn't. And they get taken advantage of in foster homes. Real question though, if the Bible, if that Bible is wrong about that, then what else is the Bible wrong about? That's my fear as a Christian. Um, Valid? Is that how I'm gonna say? I'm gonna call you V. I hope that's okay. Um, it's not that the Bible is wrong. The Bible has been written several different ways. There are several different versions. Um, a lot of the ones that people, a lot of the scriptures that people talk about are in the Old Testament. Sodom and Gomorrah was not about homosexuality. Sodom and Gomorrah, the angels had offered grown folks, they had offered grown folks to these men, and they wanted the children. So it was not about homosexuality. It was more they were RAPing the kids. That's what God was mad at. You're assaulting children when we've given you people of age. Read it. Read it. Don't listen to what people have said. Go Google it and see what it says. That's what I didn't do as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult. I listened to what the preachers were saying. I did not read and study for myself. When I read and studied for myself, then I understood. The Bible can't say whosoever will, let them come, but then alienate a certain group of people. The Bible can't say for God so loved the world, but only be talking about a certain group of people. Thank goodness that God does not discard us, Saul to Paul. Exactly. At Tarsha Global, I don't usually comment on these platforms. It's my second time doing so. My comments here have nothing to do with gender. I wasn't under the impression that that was the focus. It's not about gender. I'm just going over something that he said. Happy Friday, me to you. At Tarsha, I'm gonna make you a mod. If this is about gender, this is not what I responded to. I responded to needs as it pertains to the spirit, not the flesh. Okay. That's true. Praying hands, thank you. Yes, Tarsha, God is love. Who are you physically attracted to? Doesn't have anything to do with your spirituality. We cannot control who we are physically attracted to. I tried. I tried. I tried. Loretta, the Bible is not wrong. People are wrong. Okay, Loretta. Well, let's say okay, let's read a couple scriptures. So Psalms 139 says, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. There's not an except part in there. Romans 8 says, nothing shall separate us from the love of God. Nothing means nothing. Nothing means nothing. Nothing means not my identity, not my orientation, nothing. Nothing. Hit that like button for me if you have not already. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Cash App is boop right there. Zelle is coming around the mountain when it comes do do do. It's my birthday weekend, so hit one of them do do. It's my birthday weekend. It's my birthday weekend. It's my birthday weekend. Hit the Cash App. Do do. Um. Uh. Um. Um. Like people always talk about the commandments and God said, and they go through all of them. But guess what they forget? Happy belated birthday, Loretta. We partying all weekend, Sagittarius all weekend. The end, at the end of the commandments, God said, I wish above all, which means all of the ones that were listed, that you love. That's what it said. That's what the Bible says. The Bible says, I wish above all that we would love. So, what's the problem? Where do we get into all of this? How do we do this? We've turned the Bible into this control pamphlet or this control book. And it's used um it was used to defend slavery. used to silence women, and it's often used to hurt, wound, control also the LGBTQIA. When scripture becomes a weapon, people don't draw closer to God. They go further away from God. What you think you're doing, you're actually not. Because now you have people who internalize their shame. They disconnect from spirituality, and they leave the church, and they call it church hurt. And why? Like they said, Jesus said, you will know them by their fruits, not by who they sleep with, not by who they're attracted to, not by none of that. Angie says, many are Bible scholars and don't practice love for their neighbors. All are one's neighbors. Many don't know the Bible and have a pure heart for God and act as disciples. Exactly. The Bible says, how can you love someone that you've never seen before, but not your neighbor? Often recall the thief on the cross. While he was on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them. He didn't say, Father, forgive the heterosexuals. He said, them. You don't have to agree with everything someone does or says or who they like or who they don't like to love them. It's really none of your business. All right, y'all, that's my time. I didn't mean to be here that long. But again, I don't I'm not bashing or defaming or doing anything. I don't want it to be negative, but I also want to bring awareness, because some people just don't know. They really don't know. This is not something that is wanted, but it is. And that whole thing, affirming churches, I don't know where that came from. I don't know how, oh, this is an affirming church, we accept everybody. Well, we ain't affirming church, we love it. Like, y'all got to stop that. Where did that come from? That word wasn't in the Bible either. Now it is. The E feminine, that wasn't in there, but now it is. Just love, like God said. That's it. That's my time. I'm out of here. Hit the Cash App that's pinned below, or the Zelle that's scrolling down there. I'm going to put the birthday Amazon wish list at the top of the community page, so that you won't have to scroll all the way down. Thank y'all for sticking and staying. Again, I'll be here tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but it's my birthday, so I can talk about whatever I want to. I'm out of here, y'all. Have a good night. Be blessed. If you out in these streets, be careful. If you at home, still be careful. I'm out of here.